Hi everyone, welcome to another episode of Daily Footy and Other Sports with yours truly, Taz. It's just me today, I'm afraid, guys. Sean's been sent away to do a bit of research um, and he's very busy with that, so it's just going to be me today, guys. So you're just going to have to make do. Um, I will, of course, do my best to update you on everything going on. But yeah, where to start? Well, first and foremost, um, where are we starting? First and foremost, we've got UEFA actually due to update members on Tuesday. So you guys will be seeing this on Tuesday. So it would be today for you guys when you see it. On their plans on how to end the season, I think specifically for European competition. But I suspect it will impact other teams in terms of how they actually conclude the rest of their season. Of course, they've not actually given any further details there. I'm not even sure if they're going to give any further details on the day itself, but I'm hoping they're going to give some sort of improved update on what we've been hearing in recent times. So we look forward to hearing what they're going to talk about, and indeed if they've got anything for us fans or clubs to go off. So we'll certainly wait with bated breath for that one. Another thing we've been spotting is that Arsenal are actually, as well, Arsenal players and Mikel Arteta are actually going to be taking a 12.5% cut on their wages. Again, I think this is just to assist both their own staff and hopefully staff, in the NHS as much as possible. Given the current situation, it makes complete sense. I mean, I think they're in a position where they could probably afford to, have larger cuts. I don't think most of the players will be impacted in the same way. Maybe youngsters who are just coming through, like Saka or Nketiah, you could argue that they're on very low salaries. So, you know, maybe that kind of figure makes sense for them, but maybe larger portions could make sense for players on far, far better salaries like Aubameyang and David Luiz, perhaps, Lacazette, a number of players, Ozil. A lot of these guys have been paid so much, so I'm sure it's not really quite as big of a hit on them as it would be for some of the younger guys. So intrigued to know um, how that will affect them. But it's a step in the right direction. I think that's one of the most important things about the whole situation. It's really important that they're doing that. Really keen to know what you guys think of this. I mean, are these cuts fair? Do you think they should be bigger cuts? Or do they actually make sense, and are they reasonable figures? Yeah, by all means, let me know what you think. Stick it in the comments as always. And if you like the video already by now, don't forget to like it. But yeah, I'm just trying to zip through as many of these things as I can. Don't need to keep you guys too long because obviously usually there's two of us, so it's usually a bit more of a discussion, but I'm just trying to give you brief updates on what's been going on. Another thing I did read actually was a bit of a lengthy article on BBC about Lewis Hamilton. Actually, he's basically, in his words, he said he's got no dream to leave Mercedes, which, as a Lewis Hamilton fan, I'm very happy to hear. I've certainly really appreciated what Mercedes have been doing in the last, gosh, how long has it been? Probably dominated about 6 years. How many has he won? He's won 6 in total. He's won 5 with Mercedes, and Nico Rosberg's won 1 in 2016. Yeah, it's been 6 years. And they've been pretty dominant, actually, haven't they? So no one's come close. And in fact, I don't think anyone's got 6 in a row as constructors. So yeah, I mean, it makes complete sense for him to stay where he is. Of course, it also makes sense with the new potential regulations coming in 2021, I don't know how the current season is going to be affected, with those regulations, or whether they'll be delayed. They might potentially get delayed to 2022, but if the constructors have sort of prepared themselves for this change, then maybe it'll still go ahead as planned for next season. But we will wait with bated breath with that. But similarly, it makes complete sense for a guy who's won 5 out of his 6 world titles, at the same constructor. It's just a winning combination. He's in a very, very, very good car. He's an exceptional driver, without question, one of the best. Although, arguably, I think a lot of fans would probably say it's the time for Max Verstappen and the younger guys like Charles Leclerc, Pierre Gasly, perhaps, if you want to go that far. Lando Norris, but he's got to get through Carlos Sainz, of course, and a few youngsters coming through. I think there's a new guy. Maybe I think he's driving for Williams, and I'll have to confirm the name for you at some point because I've just forgotten his name. But yeah, I mean, I'd like to hear what you guys think. I mean, would you like to see him move constructors? Because I mean, he is without question the best driver on the grid, and he's on a number of occasions proven in a weaker car that he can still win races. Would you like to see an up-and-coming driver in the seat instead of him? Or do you just want to keep seeing Lewis, hammer timing it out, as his engineer, I think it's Bono, is his engineer Bono? Or Pete Bennington, I don't remember his name, keeps on saying, it's hammer time. But let me know what you guys think about that one, actually. And the other topic I wanted to quickly raise was the fact that a number of clubs have been trying to decide what they're going to do with the season tickets for next year. And I know Newcastle have sort of just taken an amount out of a lot of people's accounts, which is quite crazy and farcical, to be honest with you. I'm a bit surprised that it's even happening. But sorry about that, silly TV. But yeah, basically, I've lost my train of thought. But yeah, so I mean, there've been a couple of clubs who've, already got season ticket prices going, and they haven't really done anything to account for the current circumstances. But I know Man U and Liverpool are two sides that have actually taken this into consideration, and they've. I know United usually got I think a deadline of what's their deadline actually? They've got a deadline usually, I think, of May, and they've not actually got a deadline anymore. So it's basically been extended indefinitely. I think even when people are allowed out of the house, and even if you've got behind closed doors games, or even back on the pitch, wouldn't be surprised if there's a longer period of time for people to actually book their season tickets in, which is a really, really classy move by both Liverpool and United, because this is unprecedented times, really, isn't it? So it's really important that they look after their fans, people that actually love the club and want to see the club, but they don't want to be ripped off. They don't want to be mistreated, given the situation. And we will see definitely what happens with that. Actually, it'll be an interesting scenario. I could technically do a bit of transfer gossip, but it's always nice to discuss that, I guess, with somebody else. So I think for now I will leave this video, but really, really quick roundup, really. But yeah, I won't waste your time anymore, but I just thought I'd give you guys a really quick rundown of what's been going on in today's news. And as ever, guys, if this is your first time watching the video, please don't forget to comment down below. There are usually two of us, but Sean's wandered off somewhere. And of course, don't forget to like the video. And if this is your first time watching one of our videos, don't forget to subscribe. It's just down there. And as ever, we'll see you on the next video. See you later, guys.